It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the AMP Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Apparently I'm a choir now.
You're choir. No, I'm the choir. You're just preaching.
Welcome to the show. Actually,
really?
welcome.
Can you try that again?
No, because I'm thinking. This is a tape rehearsal.
He should not do two things at once. Clearly, he should not speak and think at the same time.
Welcome to all our friends in Radioland. Just pay attention. Welcome to all our friends in Radioland tonight.
Yeah. Wow, that sounds so professional.
I know. We're happy to bring you tonight's show on After Hours on the Cafe. How's that?
South Florida Oldies, True Oldies 95.3, 96.9, all over your local radio dial, and now on HD3. So pretty exciting things happening on True Oldies.
That's right. And if you do call in, the phones are working. If you're confused, as I am, they'll explain it to you when you call.
888-994-4995, Studio A. Again, it's 888-994-4995, Studio A. Happy Monday, everyone.
Hold on. You put too many fours.
888-994-4995.
Maybe you said 444.
Sally's practicing for her midday show, Studio A. But we're post-Super Bowl here at the moment.
Now, I want you to get your pens and papers out because we're going to show you a product today that has a different call-in number with an attachment for savings. Is that correct, ladies? Attachment for savings. So there's a different number. So every time I say, what is that number, I'm telling the board operators.
She's going to put it up?
No, somebody over there is going to actually say the number, correct?
Gina, yes.
You got this?
Yes.
All right, so get your paper.
It's audience participation day at the cafe, apparently, is what we're doing.
Get your paper and pens because there's a separate number. And what is that number?
954-536-5552.
There you go. So that's going to happen every single time. Did we get that? R means no. So let's do that again.
Again, okay.
Because they didn't know. But let me know.
We're practicing?
That's Z1.
Practicing?
I'm not practicing. I want to get this right. There's a reason for everything. So how do you get this product? What is the number again?
954-536-5552.
Did you get that?
I got it.
All right. Good. And that's going to be every time you hear the words, how do we get that? You're going to listen to that because this is, to me, this brings back history that you and I did.
I know. I was wondering if you were going to think about that.
Of course. And this is like, when Doc was talking, I had this flashback of being up in West Palm, doing all of that. And this is the latest and greatest of what's going on because what we did up there explained a certain thing. This will show you how that certain thing works. So get your paper, pens, and everything ready. We're going to jump right into it.
If you're wondering what it is, ladies and gentlemen, skincare at its finest. You know, as I got to tell you, aging. Like, right, we're all aging. You and I both have a birthday coming up next month. Facts?
No.
Better than not?
No, I stopped.
You stopped having a birthday? I don't think so.
I aged backwards because I used.
You used Gen X Beauty.
Because I used this.
Is Freddie going to be your new poster child for Gen X Beauty?
I'm aging backwards.
You know, I was thinking I'm running out of my moisturizer. I've got incredibly sensitive skin to everything. Under eye creams, the hardest for me. I put them on at night. I wake up in the morning like golf balls. I put it on in the morning, and then my makeup smears. It's not easy what we go through, so I'm excited now that we're going to be working with Gen X Beauty. The things that you don't have to worry about because you get to look like this as you roll out of bed.
I got a wrinkle.
One.
Yeah, I got to bombard myself.
He just has one.
I have to put a lot of this stuff on.
You could take a bath in it. But it's exciting because When you're fighting the aging process on the outside, there's chemicals, there's parabens, there's sulfates, there's all these things that aren't so great for your body and skin. Unless you read the labels and actually know where it comes from and the science behind it, you don't know what you're putting on your face.
You put sulfates on your face?
I do not.
Oh.
But a lot of products have it. They've got fragrances, even fragrances like aloe I can't use, simple things like that.
Well, it's funny because I learned the trick where you take a hot steam bath and then you put your face in a tub of ice water. So you stretch your face like Neil Armstrong.
I have so many
and then you
questions for
tighten.
Dr. Schaub.
I don't have to do that no more. Doesn't work anyway.
And do you know how many years we've known Gina?
You know, I was going to ask you, how long do we know this woman?
COVID, 5
I thought it
years.
was before COVID. Or
Just
was it
before
during?
COVID. It was about 5 years. She came to us. She had opened a retreat spa.
19.
And she didn't invite us?
She did invite us, but then
And we-
COVID happened, and the spa didn't happen.
Yeah.
Oh, we could have had the
She
spa
had a
right
grand
here.
opening, and the spa kind of opened at the same time COVID hit, and there was no doing facials at that point in time. Can you believe it's been 5 years, just about?
I think 6, Dawn.
That's
because
crazy.
in 2019.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So it's been a long
the
time. So
beginning.
thank you again for thinking of us and bringing
you.
your product and Dr. Schaub with you along for the ride all the way from Orlando,
I know she came
But
in.
Miami native.
Miami
And
native.
she speaks no Spanish. But
Really?
she does.
Un poco.
Un chin chin, as
Un
they
chin
say.
chin.
Un chin chin. But this is an amazing product. You want to jump right into it?
I'm excited about this product because, as I said, I'm always on the quest for beauty products, for good skincare products, clean ingredients. Eye cream is a must because no matter what you do to your skin, your eyes and your neck, for ladies, give away your age and your hands. So your face does not really stop at your chin. Your face really goes all the way down for skincare. Sally's laughing. You got to take care of your neck. You got to take care of your décolletage. You got to take care of your under eye.
Your what?
Your décolletage.
Wow.
I know. You're going to have a whole eye-opening, no pun intended,
Do I have a
awakening.
décolletage?
Is it called décolletage on men as well?
I think so.
Do we even know if there is
Décolleté?
a décolleté?
I don't know. We got to give you like the masculine version
Let's
of it.
ask the all-knowing Suavemente. Is there a décolleté on a man?
Of course.
Anyway, when you're putting on your creams, you don't want to just stop at your chin. You want to continue the product all the way down your neck and into your chest area because in South Florida, we're exposed to the sun. You want to protect your skin from the sun, and you want to look beautiful and radiant when you wear like the bikinis, or men are going, to the beach and wearing whatever
They
they're
don't wear
wearing.
bikinis in
I don't
India.
know.
But let's introduce Doc.
We've got Dr. Schaub and Gina Crusoe joining us of Gen X Beauty, GenixBeauty.com, GenixBeauty.com. So I'm excited to have you have a special promotion. So we're going to put it out right now, Brooklyn 50, discount code for 50% off. So when you're ordering, put in discount code Brooklyn50, 50, at GenixBeauty.com to get 50% off. And that is a significant
Very big. But let's get
savings.
into
Let's get
who's
into this.
Doc?
So let's talk
No,
to
let's
Dr.
talk about the
Schaub.
doc.
I'm excited to have you joining us.
Let's find out a little bit more about the doctor.
No, thank you for having me. I wanted to start with my background, how I got into this regenerative medicine space and the evolution of Gen X as a whole. My educational background, I have a bachelor's and PhD in biomedical engineering from FIU in Miami. I also have an MBA and a master's in industrial engineering from the University of Miami, and then I got a master's in biotechnology from Harvard. So I was really involved in understanding, the biotech space, regenerative medicine, and I ended up starting to work in tissue engineering. So I've been working specifically with placenta materials for almost 20 years. And placentas, as you know, this is a component that comes from a natural birthing process. It's where the fetus is formed and ultimately, developed into a human. And it has great properties. So in my previous work, I've developed numerous different type of clinical products that are used for wound healing, for burns, even used surgically for anti-adhesive applications. But in all of my work and all of my understanding of what a placenta has and all of the components that are inherent in a placenta, it made sense to also use it for skincare. And that's really what drove the development of a skincare line like Gen X. And so We originally started out working with human placentas. We've transitioned to working with bovine or cow placentas for many reasons. But if you think about a human placenta, you're working with material that's about this big. Cow placenta, I could hold it up over my head. So you have more economies of scale. Also working with bovine tissue, you reduce any kind of risk of transmission of communicable diseases from human to human. So it was a better choice. But what we didn't compromise on are what the inherent factors of a placenta has. We are still able to maintain that and get that from a bovine source. And so we developed GenX, GENIX, like Don was saying, and it's meant to be a product for the Generation X. You're looking at these aging population, but it could also be used in people that are also younger as a prophylactic approach to skincare. So currently we have a very simple product line. We have a face cream and an eye cream. We've done significant scientific testing to understand our product. But no testing was done on animals, so we're completely cruelty-free, and we have a great product that, like what Don was mentioning, we're fragrance-free, we're paraben-free, very simple, natural, organic product.
Now, how did you get involved with this company? Because you did prior stuff you used to do prior, yes?
Correct. So my previous life was working in what they call tissue banking. So it's actually where they work with human tissues from donated cadaveric tissues or placental tissues, birth tissues, and they create clinical products from that. I was approached by a headhunter that there was a company in Gainesville, Florida that has several technologies, and they were wanting to use specifically a placental technology to incorporate into skincare. And that's something I've always wanted to do, so I jumped at the situation and we created GenX. And now we've been on the market for a couple years, but we're just starting to get the ball rolling and trying to get out there more because it has amazing benefits.
Can we talk about the benefits of using the placenta for people that don't know? It's not stem cell, it's not human, it's not fetal tissue. All these things are important because back when we all started talking about this, all this controversy came up as to what it is.
Right, yeah.
So we're talking bovine from the birth. Nothing is done in a lab, you're not hurting the animal, it's cruelty-free. What are the benefits of using the placenta of the cow?
So, like you were mentioning, so we work with USDA approved farms. So these are farms that are, definitely under the microscope, and they have all of their certifications to be ethically run. And when you think about how to obtain a placenta, this is a natural birthing process. This would otherwise go into the farm and just be waste. And even in the human sake, it's biological waste, or at least it's considered as such. So we actually upcycle this material. We take material that would be otherwise discarded. We put it through our patent pending process, and we've analyzed the components that are in there. And when you think about skincare, you think about products that have hyaluronic acid, or they talk about collagen, or they say they have stem cells in them. We have all of those components. We've identified over 2,000 peptides in our placental material, and we have hyaluronic acid, we have the collagen, all naturally formed, nothing is synthetic, and that's in there. And when you think, I talk about my clinical work, even when you talk about working with skincare, your body and your systems are very complex. There's not just one molecule that's going to save the day. Hyaluronic acid is not the only thing you need. Collagen is not the only thing you need. When you work with the biological, even your skin, it's a complex system. So you need this cocktail of growth factors, of proteins, of peptides to address things like skin aging or just moisturizing effects. And so that's the benefit that you're getting from a natural tissue like a placenta, and it being from bovine just makes it easier to obtain and cleaner to obtain.
So does it reverse like I don't know, wrinkles? Does it reverse? What does it do specifically to the skin? Does it make it more supple?
Supple, yes. So once you start using it, you're going to see the immediate feeling you're going to have is the hydration. So our product, because we have the placenta component in here, it needs to be refrigerated. So because it has the active biomolecules, we need to keep it stored at lower temperatures just so that we can keep the shelf life of the product. But the first thing you'll feel when you first start using the product is the immediate moisturizing effect. Your skin is going to look brighter, more supple, more plump. And then over time, I would say within a couple weeks, you'll start to see it addressing the signs of aging, so you'll see diminished wrinkles. If you have any kind of pigmentation or discoloring of the skin, this is going to help to make the skin more even out the tone. And then, with our eye cream, we've, in addition to the placental extract, we've also incorporated ingredients like caffeine and retinol to address specifically problems with the under eye area. So if you have any kind of puffiness or dark circles or also the wrinkles, this product addresses that as well.
Dr. Schaub, this is amazing. I'm just putting it on
feels
my
really
hand.
good, right?
And I even said to Freddie, look at the difference. I don't know if you can even
I
see
didn't
the
even
difference.
know what hand she did, and I pointed it out.
Well, let me tell you about hand application. So I was on a cruise with my daughter, and I started getting sunspots on my hand. And like Don was mentioning, that's a way to tell a woman's age. You start to get spots on your hands. So I took my eye cream, not just need to be used for the eyes, but I started using it as a hand cream when I was going to bed at night. And it completely took away all of the spots. So now they look completely even. And this was before the cruise ended.
Well, how does that, it doesn't have the hydroquinone in it, the eye cream.
The hyaluronic acid?
No, there's a hydroquinone was in a lot of medical grade products that they've taken out because it was like bleaching.
Yep.
So I know you don't have that in your product. What is it in your product that takes away the sunspots?
So I believe it's also the placental extract. We also, like I mentioned, have caffeine and have some retinol in there. So when you start with the caffeine, you're going to start creating some extra circulation in the skin. You're making more blood go there. With the blood, you're also getting more of the healing factors in your body that's addressing any kind of discoloration or any of the skin issues.
I can't even believe, like, you can see the difference. You can see the difference, right? Yeah. That's crazy, just by putting it on your hand. I feel like I'm doing an infomercial.
And you have skin sensitivities. Is it feeling okay?
It feels great. Yeah. It's soft, it's smooth, and it's almost like it fills it, which I can only imagine what it would do like under your makeup would be amazing.
Yep.
Now, I got to ask you two questions. One of them is, you ever notice when you're in the sun a lot and you get what I call it desert sand across your chest, especially women, because it dries up and there's all sorts of spots and it looks grainy. It looks like all this damage was created.
Who are you going to the beach with?
It doesn't matter who I go to the beach with. It matters who I see on the beach. Would this help with that? Would it take it away?
Yeah, I mean, so, you bring up a good point. Being out in the sun, you're exposing your skin to inflammation. Your body gets into this inflamed state because you have the UV textures, you're at the beach, you may have the wind and the sun and the sand. So any type of skin inflammation that you get, whether it's at the beach or you get a facial or you get microneedling, your skin gets into a state of inflammation. This product, because it has inherent anti-inflammatory properties, it would help to soothe any type of inflammation. It will help to, if you have any discoloration that happens with the sun, it'll remove that, over time. But it's really good to use after any type of procedure as well. So whether it's, just naturally you're going outside or you go to a spa and you get some sort of treatment, this is a great treatment afterwards.
All right, so people are writing in, Gina, this is where you come in.
Yes.
How do you get the product? What's the name? It sounds amazing.
I am the distributor for Florida and Mass, so you're going to call 954-536-5552.
Can we put that up in a lower third?
Give me that number again, Gina.
954-536-5552.
Now, I got to ask you the most important question. So I'm using this, I'm going along. If I stop you, what?
Thank you.
If I stop using it, Doc, will it go back to me looking like a prune again?
No. No. I mean, once you get your skin, everybody's going to have gradual aging over time. This helps to slow it down. It helps to maybe stop it or reverse in some cases, especially when you're talking about wrinkles or any type of anti-aging signs. But once that's done, if you stop using it, you'll start progressing again at whatever rate is natural for you. But continuous usage will help to slow that down and address them.
See that? You could be 90 and look like you're 20.
Well, we're going to take a break because I think when we come back, we've got some before and after pictures that were sent over as well.
And we're going to go into the commercial with a piece that Doc put together, and we come back another piece, so we're going to roll it.
All right, so you can
Wait a
go
minute,
to...
what's the number again?
954-536-5552.
You see the magic?
Or genxbeauty.com, GENIX. Use Brooklyn50 to get a 50% discount. More to come. Quick commercial break with Gen X Beauty, and we'll be right back.
We have a very simple product line. We have a face cream and an eye cream. So if you have a more robust skincare protocol, whether that is using a toner, a cleanser, a serum, our face cream and eye cream can easily be incorporated into that. It's just swapping out what you're currently using and keeping everything else in your routine. So it's an easy plug-in. We work with USDA approved facilities that source this material for research purposes actually. So there's a ingredient that's commonly used in research laboratories for cell growth media. It's called FBS. That comes from a cow source as well. And so when these cows are going through the birthing process, that placenta is otherwise going to be discarded. We actually use that material for our purposes and creating our extract. It is from a more controlled environment as opposed to working with your everyday farms and picking up placentas off of the field. It's a cleaner source of material that we obtain.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Amp Media Productions is proud to announce a collaboration with ABC WPBF, producing high-quality commercials for clients in Palm Beach County. This partnership will leverage Amp Media's creative expertise and video production capabilities with ABC's extensive reach and community connections to deliver top-notch advertising solutions. Contact Amp Media Productions today to amplify your impact in business on ABC WPBF.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, your family, your business, your peace of mind, you need reliable fire protection. Introducing All Fire Extinguisher Depot, Fire Extinguisher Service. Our certified technicians ensure your extinguishers are always ready to respond to emergencies. Before and after, we leave your fire safety in top-notch condition. Join the many satisfied clients who trust All Fire Extinguisher Depot for fire extinguisher service. Because when it comes to fire safety, there's no compromise. Contact All Fire Extinguisher Depot at 786-704-2750 to get your extinguisher service today. Your safety is our priority. That's at 786-704-2750. All Fire Extinguisher Depot, protecting what matters.
Breaking news, aliens have finally made contact with.
Welcome to the Amp Media Studios here in beautiful downtown Boca Raton.
In conjunction with True Oldies Radio South Florida, Amp Media Productions is here to help amplify your impact in business and to bring greater awareness to our community. Give us a call, 866-224-5422. We'll see you soon at the cafe.
And like I always say, come on down and visit us and don't be late.
Known for his Art Deco Cubist style and compositions with dancing saturated color, Ken Bieberman has lived and breathed art his whole life. From the early 80s, he's influenced the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Featured in numerous restoration projects, hotels, galleries, and clubs, Bieberman creates for everyday folks and celebrity clientele. He's also the proprietor of Art Repro, a giclée and scanning company in Pompano Beach. When it comes to scanning high resolution, size is not an issue. Professionally scanning art up to 10 feet and 64 inches in width, Art Repro utilizes state-of-the-art equipment. On quality canvas or paper, archival ink, and printing mediums are put to use. Art Repro ensures colors are true and every nuance of the art is captured, including the canvas weave. Perfection is the priority. Contact artist Ken Bieberman today at 954-547-0095 or visit his website www.artrepro.net.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
So men trying to get started into taking care of their skin, simple protocol and regimen is the best. I think the key things you need are a good facial cleanser that's meant for your face and not other parts, and a good moisturizing cream is something that you should get started with. And it's simple enough. It's something you can put on your skin before you go to bed. And if you have a beard, you're going to want to use a facial moisturizer for all the exposed skin that you have, so anywhere other than your beard. But they really make great beard oils. A beard oil actually helps to maintain the natural oils that are good for you and keep your beard and skin underneath your beard very healthy.
And we're back. Gina, what's the phone number they got to call?
954-536-5552.
Now, I saw that portion was about men. Men have all sorts of issues because we have facial hair. Not that women don't, but men.
Wow.
I'm just saying, hair is hair.
Wow.
It grows everywhere.
Wow.
But I'm just saying that men's beards sometimes, if you have very oily skin, a beard becomes your enemy. Because all of a sudden, underneath that beard, there's a whole jungle of animals in there. I'm just telling you, that's why I don't wear a beard, because I have very oily skin.
Really?
True, Doc? Is that true?
Yeah, and actually, men with beards, regardless if you have oily skin, it's good to use beard oils. And I know that kind of sounds counterintuitive, but they make, like in that little clip right there, I was saying they make really good beard oils that are appropriate for different skin types, but that give you the natural oils that you need. You still need some sort of level of grease and oil on your skin. And so using a beard oil is still, even if you have oily skin, is still something you should do.
Now, a lot of people, what's those drops that you put in to make the air smell good and stuff?
Essential oils?
Like essential oils. People putting essential oils in their beards because they like the way it smells. Not necessarily the most healthy thing for your skin, no?
Probably not. I mean, you have to look at the ingredients of the oils and make sure that they don't have something that could be an irritant for your skin. But yeah, I mean, that's going to penetrate not just in your hair, it's going to go down to your skin. So just look at the ingredients.
And it's funny because men shave. When you shave, it's that thing you always say,
exfoliate.
We exfoliate.
It's a beautiful thing, though.
I do it every morning. The only problem with exfoliation is sometimes when you cut, if your razor is not sharp, I mean, you can spend $100 a month just on razors, because if it's not sharp, then you get an ingrown hair because it didn't penetrate deep enough to get rid of it. So you got to shave in the opposite direction. You think it's easy being a guy.
Well, I like the fact that this product's for men and women. And it's universal. It's not scented for women, so it's unscented, so a man can use it. I'm telling you, it feels so soft. It feels a little bit cooler.
Yeah.
We were talking about for women who put primer on under their makeup. I think this would be a beautiful primer because it just smooths it out.
Yeah, I mean, you put it on, wait a couple minutes so it dries and incorporates into your skin, and then start with your normal makeup routine.
Day and night?
Day and night. I would just supplement with SPF in the day, especially if you're going to go out in the sun. This product doesn't have SPF, but you could still use it as a moisturizer.
Sally, you had a question?
Yes, I have a question because I had some blood work taken and I was very badly bruised. Does this help with bruises?
No, it won't help, but it will help if you had any kind of scarring from, the
This
injection
is just
port.
a week, it will go away, but I was just wondering.
Yeah, maybe a cold spoon to rub it out.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Do we have some before and after pictures also?
Check out. Which one?
That one.
Oh, yes, you can. Yes?
You can see.
This is.
You put it on your left hand?
Amazing.
I did a reverse.
I know, you gave me reverse, so I wouldn't know.
This is unbelievable.
But it feels nice, right?
Oh, I don't know what it feels like yet, but the look is like your hands look young. Whose hands are these?
All right, let's see. Jason, if you have them, we'll pop those up. She's going to pop those up.
I do it on both.
Okay, look at this. Wow. All right, can you walk us through some of these pictures?
Sure. So, I think let's start with the middle one, right? Because that's the more drastic one you're looking at.
Right.
I mean, so people that have used products to address acne, acne is really just basically abnormal cell growth, right? You're getting a lot of abnormal cell growth on your skin. And so when you treat it with products that have antioxidants, which our product does have inherently, you can help to address that, that kind of skin growth activity, as well as addressing any scarring. So if you have previous scars from, acne events, this helps to diminish those scars and make it look better, smooth the skin, even the skin tone. The woman on the left side, you could see that it's addressed some of her under eye issues, as well as some of her wrinkles. She had, you see a brightened, more even glow to her skin post usage of the product. And multiple skin types, right? So you can use it at the girl on the right as well. You see a more evening of her skin tone. She noticed that it actually reduced the oiliness of her skin. So, I mean, no matter what type of skin condition you have or what you're trying to address, whether you're truly trying to address it for anti-aging purposes or if you're using it to treat acne or scarring, you could use it. But it could also be prophylactic. If you have perfect skin, but you just want to keep that going as long as you can, this is something you could use as well.
Gina, what's the phone number?
954-536-5552.
I don't think I've ever seen my hands look like this before. I can stay here all day and look at them.
I see you staring at your hands. It's nice.
Because, I don't know, maybe this is a trick on me, but they make it look
nice,
younger.
right?
Yeah.
They make it look younger.
And it feels nice. So like I mentioned, you're supposed to put this in the refrigerator to keep it longer. So I have a small cosmetic fridge in my bathroom that it's easy for me to have access to daily. But it also feels good when you put on a cold cream, So before you go to bed, it's nice and refreshing, even in the morning, or especially after any type of sun exposure or skin treatment. The cold cream feels really nice.
How many times a day do you apply, morning and night?
I do it mostly at night. Sometimes in the morning, if I didn't get a lot of sleep, I'll put some eye cream on to help with the puffiness. But particularly, I use my skincare products at night.
This is freaky.
Can you imagine I'm going to put a refrigerator now in the bathroom? Chuck will be like, what?
Take the little fridge.
I have a little fridge. But I have this, they call it like a cholesterol spot, like the under eye. I know there's a real name for what it is. It's almost like an iridescent if you put a light through it, but I know a lot of people get them on the top of their eyelids, under their eye. Maybe that would help with it, because it's some sort of scarring pigmentation.
Yeah. I mean, I know you can get them removed, like with lasers.
And they told me it'll probably come back.
Yeah, it probably
But
will.
I want to try the eye cream on it.
Try it,
is
yeah,
what I'm
absolutely.
thinking, is what I'm going for. It can't hurt.
It can hurt, no.
Give it a try. Can you imagine? Open up a whole nother realm.
I had a spot removed with a laser here.
Yeah?
It didn't come back. It didn't come back. So but that laser burns.
Yes, it does.
No fun.
Sally, what do you think?
Yeah, I have another question,
Sure.
actually. I've usually had okay skin. I mean, I'm getting older now, of course, but I had COVID about a year ago, and I developed a really bad rash on my face, which you guys saw, and it went away, but it comes back periodically, and I'm very scared now to put any type of, I mean, I'm fine. I don't have any other symptoms from COVID, but I'm scared to put anything on that might set it off a little bit.
So, I mean, for the most part, the ingredients in our products are very natural. They're organic. There's nothing that should cause any type of irritation.
Okay.
But I will say with anybody, if you have sensitive skin or if you know you're prone to any kind of rash, do a test area. See how your skin reacts to it. Look at the ingredient list, and make
Because
sure.
this is just a recent thing. I'd never
Right.
really, I'd put many products on my face, but now I'm a little wary because
Yeah. I don't think the cream itself, it may be maybe more dietary that could be addressing
it's possible
your skin
that's also
conditions.
something
Yeah.
I need to address.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And you've only stopped so far you've stopped with these two products, the
Correct.
facial and the eye cream. You're going to be coming up with a whole line, do you think?
We can. I mean, I think the beauty is that, especially this year, this is a year of focusing on a minimalistic skincare routine, really choosing products that are backed by science, which Gen-X is. So we can, right? The extract that we have, it lends to a platform. We can create more products, maybe a serum, maybe something else, but it's not needed. It's a very simple line. It's a face cream and an optional eye cream. Not everybody really needs to use the eye cream. But, and if you have a more robust skincare regimen, if you do use toners and cleansers, this can be easily incorporated into it as well. So there was no, we didn't feel the need to busy up our catalog just to create more products, because this is such a versatile one to begin with. But we can, is what the ultimate answer is.
And each box, each applicator is about a month, you said?
Yes, so the face cream has about 30 mLs because you will use more of that just because you're more surface area to cover. And the eye cream has 15 mLs. So if you're using it continuously, daily, it should last you about a month. And actually on our website, we have the option to do subscriptions. So if you don't want to forget about placing an order and you want to make sure that you have it in stock for the next month, we do monthly 30-day subscription. So once you sign up, you're automatically enrolled. You'll get product every month.
And let's talk about the benefits of the exosomes.
Yes.
They're not stem cells.
They're not stem cells. So stem cells are great, right? We talk about the regenerative potential of stem cells all the time. It's been used clinically to treat multiple issues, right? But cells and stem cells, how they communicate with each other is by sending what they call extracellular vesicles. They're these nano-sized particles that have messengers or messaging to communicate with each other, whether it's to make a certain protein, whether it's to cause an inflammation response or anti-inflammatory response. That's how cells communicate. And so when you think about stem cells, they have very primitive differentiation capabilities. They are releasing these exosomes to communicate and create that regenerative response. In our method of how we've processed our placenta, and when you think about regenerative medicine, there's nothing more regenerative than a placenta, where you're literally growing a brand new human. So you have all of those factors needed for regeneration and creation of life. We've, through our patent pending process, have been able to isolate 1.5 trillion exosomes per ml. So this is a concentration. So for every milliliter of extract that's put into the product, you have 1.5 trillion exosomes. And that's huge. So that's what is driving a lot of the response that we're seeing, whether it's through wound healing or scar remediation or anti-aging. Not only the factors that are important, like the hyaluronic acid and collagen and all the proteins and peptides, but you're really pushing it through a more regenerative response too. You're letting the skin do its thing and heal on its own to give you that younger look.
Mm-hmm. And what about wound healing, since you mentioned it? Any type of scars, breast augmentation, surgical scars?
So theoretically, I'm not supposed to be able to make any claims, according to FDA, right? You're not supposed to make any claims, but what we could say is through anecdotal data, yes, this has been used on wounds, has reduced the appearance, has increased the healing time. So it has the benefits to address wounds. We just can't market it as such.
You also, it addresses, you said, and I'm wearing it, where your blood flow increases. Right?
Yes, that's due to the caffeine. So it's working there to...
In that area.
Right, yeah.
So I got to ask you, because neuropathy dries your feet and your hands. So I'm thinking if you apply it in those areas because of what's going on, it will make your feet feel better. Is it less swollen? Does it take away inflammation, or does it?
Well, that's a good pipeline product, too, because we would need larger volumes of that one.
Well, I was going to ask you had a different application, because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to go...
No, I know. My father, he's going through chemo right now, and he has very bad neuropathy, so he, could barely feel his hands and his feet. I never even thought about that. That's,
absolutely.
I have my test subject.
I went to have a pedicure as a gift they gave me for Christmas, and I spoke to the lady that was there. And she says, we have to moisturize you for half an hour. I sat in that moisture thing for half an hour. And I said, really, that bad? Because your feet dry up. But what I'm feeling on my hands now is all of a sudden, look at this. Wow. It's pretty scary.
It's pretty amazing. Remember, we're on radio. They can't see how good it looks.
Oh, I'm sorry for my friends on Radioland. If you watch the show, you'll see that, or if you meet Doc, you'll see it. How do you get this product?
By calling 954-536-5552. And that's also for medical offices, derms, plastics, general medicine, nurse practitioners, salons, PAs, and distributors also. And they can get in touch with me, and I'll give them all the specifics and answer all the questions they have.
And you do the whole East Coast, I heard.
I do. So it's going to be all of Florida and Massachusetts.
From here to Massachusetts?
Yes.
So my sister in New York can order this stuff at the hospital, Columbia?
Ever, give me a call.
Before we go to commercial break, do you do special pricing for wholesale for physicians or med
Yes,
spas?
we do. So that, please,
That
give me a
goes through
call
you.
for the wholesale and distribution
All right, so either way, go
pricing
through
also.
Gina.
They do the whole shebang.
All right,
Yes.
so check it out. We're going to go to commercial break. Go to genixbeauty.com, GENIXbeauty.com. Code is Brooklyn50. Brooklyn, as we
Look at
know,
my
50
hands.
for to 50% discount. I know, it's not scary, it's amazing. Look how smooth it is. How's it feel?
It feels unbelievable. That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
looking forward to trying it tonight
I'm
on my
going to the back,
eyes.
put it on my feet.
No.
We're going to have to give you a
At
bucket.
least he's going to go to the back. Trust me.
Well,
he ain't
normally I
seen
just
nothing
put it
like
on
he's standing
now,
here.
but she doesn't allow me to do that anymore. I'm going to tell you something. This is unbelievable.
I know, you think about the plastic surgeons, the dermatologists,
Yes.
the med spas, everything.
Yeah.
The price point is so comparable with all of the other products that they're all selling. And you
Yes.
have the science that you'll share with the physicians as well. If
Yeah.
they're
Exactly.
and I'm sure they'll ask.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
We have all the data.
All right, we're going to take a
provide.
break. When we come back, more with Gen X Beauty. We've got Sally Bernard joining us of Call Me Zena, and let's see what else we've got. More to come. We'll be right back.
Skin aging is commonly associated with the loss of moisture. So as your skin tends to get older, it tends to dry out, and that lack of moisture, appearance-wise, portrays itself with different wrinkles and maybe some discoloration. So hyaluronic acid is a molecule which is a subclass of other molecules called glycosaminoglycans, and basically they're molecules that have a very high retention ability for water. They can actually hold up to 1,000 times its weight in water. For skin specifically, this is what gives your skin that more supple, more plump, hydrated look. So offering hyaluronic acid in a skincare line makes sense because it obviously gives you that younger appearance. But not all hyaluronic acid is the same. More of the times when it's synthetically produced, you typically get a smaller hyaluronic acid chain, whereas a more naturally organic source from our material, like our bovine extract, you get a longer chain. And those longer chains have the ability to retain a lot more water. You know, hyaluronic acid is pretty much everywhere. It's a very popular word and used heavily in the skincare industry and cosmetics in general, but it's good to know the source. And so that's why I wanted to point out that our naturally sourced hyaluronic acid is a big feature.
Ant Media Futures Foundation is a non-for-profit organization dedicated to providing college students with immersive opportunities in media production, marketing, business skills, and communication.
Interns will learn professional workflow skills in editing, video and radio broadcasting, public relations, digital media, graphic curriculum, and access to equipment to make a positive impact.
Ant Media Productions is a full-service production house with a variety of shows ranging from the Brooklyn Cafe Show.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a very busy Wednesday.
Sarah Spiritual.
Right here on the Oldies station, you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
Call Me Zena.
By example, and that's what I try to do all the time, to teach by example.
Artist Law.
Using that term more. Yeah, lofties, yeah.
And Gypsy Soul.
They love music. It's like their favorite thing to go to.
I teach like preschool up to 12th grade.
Yeah, nice.
You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Ant Media Productions. Please like and subscribe to all of our shows.
I want to be in first class. Champagne, please.
Dying comfort.
That's good. We offer opportunities to excel in the field of TV film production, social media management, video editing, set design, graphic design, sound engineering, journalism, and many more useful tools to help you land a career in the media business.
To volunteer or be a part of our team, or to make a donation of any size, please visit us at ampfutures.org. Help us to empower college students to create a positive impact with immersive hands-on experiences in media production. Help us amplify the future.
Meet Jay Harmon, one of the many artists held in the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery. Jay specializes in various different art styles, but his medium to work with is colored pencils. His unique style comes from being self-taught and years of practice. Jay pulls his inspiration from many outlets like people, television, celebrities, and many more. With multiple original pieces, Jay's art graces the gallery with over 40 plus works for viewing and for purchase. His many years of being an artist has given him a chance to partner with the Derwent brand, giving him the opportunity to try many different work styles and further his craft. Feel free to come down and visit the studio to view his work, or if you're interested in your own Jay Harmon original, he's open to commissions on his website, coloredpencilartist.com, or catch his show, The Colored Pencil Artist, on Amp Media Productions on YouTube and Facebook. See you soon.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Your True Oldies Listener's Guide. Listening in the Palm Beaches? That's 95.9 FM. On the Treasure Coast? You want 106.9 FM. In Boca? It's 95.3 FM. We've got Fort Lauderdale and Broward County covered with 96.9 FM. And you can always hear us anywhere at TrueOldiesFLA.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
So when customers go shopping for skincare products, they want things like hyaluronic acid and collagen and proteins and peptides to be included in those products, which is very important to have because they provide a lot of benefits for providing your skin with more hydration and addressing concerns like wrinkles and aging. However, a lot of times these components in those products are synthetic. However, when you look at what's in a placenta, we have all of those things that are important for a skincare product, but they're naturally sourced. So we have found a patent-pending way of obtaining that placental material, incorporating it into a skincare line to provide all the benefits that you need.
And we're back. People writing in all sorts of things about. Listen, it feels fantastic. What can I tell you? My hands feel good.
I think we've had some other before and after pictures that we wanted to put up on the screen.
Let's see what we got.
All right. So let's start with the gentleman on the left.
So again, we can use, males and females can use this product, which is really nice. I think the biggest takeaway from this person was saying that the wrinkles he had were, less pronounced as he used the product. He felt younger, which is always nice to hear. And the girl in the middle, she talked about her skin brightening, so it helped to even out her skin tone. She looks very happy, but she was happy even before she used the product. And then, it's any age can use this product. So even, older women that are trying to address, under eye issues, they've had a lot of benefit from it as well. It also made their skin smoother, more moisturized. Gina just said it feels like very smooth after you apply the product. That's a consistent feedback that we get. And these are, self-taken photos from the users in this trial. We didn't do any kind of editing or anything of these images. These are, natural before and after.
Mm-hmm.
And here's some more.
Yeah. So, again, you just continue to see how we address fine lines. If you had any kind of previous scarring from breakouts previously, the brightening of the skin. These are, 3 additional individuals that are saying that they felt those benefits. Again, age spectrum, it's age agnostic. You could really use this for a whole plethora of issues.
It's when you have acne and you have to go through that whole thing, it leaves scarring.
Yes.
This is going to help with that.
Absolutely, yeah.
That
And
in itself,
I think if you couple it also with microneedling, issues that can make the product penetrate even deeper, so you're looking to address scars even at the root, it will definitely help for that type of healing effect to get. And it's interesting, I was just talking to Gina about this earlier. When you look at the properties of a placental tissue and you look at the different growth factors, I remember some physicians used to tell me, well, hey, I see you have a lot of these growth factors that are considered to be inflammatory. And it's like, yes, absolutely. When you address something as complex as a biological system or something like the wound healing cascade, the first phase of wound healing is inflammation. Your body creates a state of inflammation, it rushes the blood, it rushes all of these factors to tell your body, hey, we got to get to work, we have to heal something. So a placental tissue that has this inflammatory growth factors is telling that area, let's get to work, let's start with the process of creating, an appropriate wound healing response. And if you think about, placental tissues have been used clinically for over 100 years. It's not a novel tissue to be used. But what really gave away its properties for wound healing is they performed surgeries, in vitro on a fetus inside of the placenta, and the baby's born with no scar. So you have all of these factors that are there to create a 100% efficient wound healing response. And so when you use this in applications where you're addressing scars or if you're addressing any type of aging, this is the proper extract for those purposes.
The wound healing is just a whole nother benefit of what your product offers.
Yeah.
Anti-aging, wrinkles, crepey skin. You see a lot of infomercials that are talking about covering it and the illusion of reducing the appearance of.
Yeah.
You're actually getting down deep, and we want to call it a wound, but into the fine lines and wrinkles and really helping plump them up and repair them.
Right.
Instead of just the appearance of.
Right.
So if people listen to the commercials that are out there, they're not saying they're actually going to help them. It's going to help the appearance of.
It's not only the physicality of it, what about the psychology of it?
Of the acne scars
Oh my
and
God,
acne,
are you
right?
kidding me? I know kids on the football team, when I used to coach them, they didn't want to go out. Yes. Nobody wanted to go hang out. Nobody wanted, so you become an idiot.
Inward, right?
Yeah.
Right? So the psychology behind just this stuff is amazing. If your kid is going through all of this and he wants some help, they didn't have it in my day, I tell you that. But the psychology behind it, you can't measure that. You're going to change a person's life.
It's like what I said this morning. If we ever did a Back to the Future on someone from the past coming into what it is like right now for Generation X, for skincare, for men's beard, for oils, for wrinkles, for what's been going on, it's incredible, the science that we have of all the things probably that were natural back in the day that people knew about vegetables and farming and organic. We've come now full circle back to the basics.
Yeah. No, and Freddie mentioned something interesting. We're still kind of coming out of COVID times. People are still working remote, and you guys are on camera every day. But people that are working remote are now on camera per se because they're in these Zoom meetings or Teams meetings, and they're seeing their face the whole day. This has never happened before. So there has been a big push into skincare, post COVID because people are now seeing what they look like on a daily basis. It's not like they're sitting in a conference room, just for a normal meeting. Now they're looking at a camera, they're seeing their reflection, and they're saying, hey, I have this issue, I need to address this issue. So I think, Gina had mentioned this year is like the culmination of everything. We're looking for something simple, but also something that's scientifically backed and is really going to work. And I think this, Gen X really plugs that hole.
Even our friends in Radio Land, everything is turned into a visual. Even if you go to the website, the radio's website, our website, to see what's going on here, and you should check it out. Everything has become visual. It's important to lead and to sell your products. You want to look the best that you can.
And feel good with science-backed products.
Absolutely.
Clean science-backed products.
With
We've got
confidence.
about 2 minutes. How do people find the product, Gina? Reach out, website, information.
Genix.com, GENIX.com, and also
GenXBeauty.com.
GenXBeauty.com, sorry. And also calling 954-536-5552. Doctors, medical offices, nurse practitioners, med spas, distributors.
And individuals.
And individuals, absolutely. And so we will give all of the information needed and just give a call and I'll come out. We can do demos, anything, training, anything you need.
Explanations and anything else you need, she will provide.
Even
the
demos.
Brooklyn 50 is an incredible discount.
Yes.
Unbelievable discount. Please take full advantage of it today. Get on the subscription pricing. Try it. Use it. You're going to love it. GenXBeauty.com.
And Valentine's Day, so all my guy friends, I'm going to tell you something. You get your lady this thing, you're out of the doghouse. Trust me when I tell you this. They're going to love it. This is an unbelievable product. Call now.
And actually, we're going to do a giveaway. We have 2 bags that callers can call Gina. The first 2 callers that call her, they will be given samples of the face cream and eye cream, and you can try it for yourself and love it and see how it works for your skin.
Oh, that's huge. All right, so get this. Write this number down. Call Gina, 954-536-5552, and get your free sample giveaways of the product.
Does that start now?
And yes.
Absolutely.
And it is a full-size bottle.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So
Start
they're
now.
2 full-size bottles.
Full size. These are incredible.
Yes.
So you've
Is
got
your
a month.
phone on?
Excuse me?
Your phone is on?
My phone is on.
Okay,
yes.
call now.
A
I've already
full-size
gotten a
giveaway.
text.
All right, 954-536-5552.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. GenXBeauty.com, GENIX Beauty.com. Put in code Brooklyn50 for a discount of 50% off. Dr. Schaub, so thank you so much for joining
thank
us.
you, guys.
Gina, thank you for
Thank
coming
you.
back. It's been a while. We
Great
missed
seeing
you.
both of you.
And for more to come, everyone listening to us on True Oldies, contact them at 954-536-5552 or genxbeauty.com.
Call and get your bag if you call now.
All right, we'll see you later.
Bye.
That's great.
Let's go to commercial.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
Do you have a car sitting around you want to get rid of? Well, here's a great idea. Donate your car now to help local veterans in your area. Yes, just make one fast call to the Veteran Car Donation Program. Within a few days, we'll come and remove your car for free. You can donate any car in any condition. We'll use our vast network to sell it. The proceeds raised go to help local veterans and their families. And you get a tax deduction. And all you need to do is make this free call. Clean your yard up, get rid of an old car, and help the vets. We make it easy. Make this free call now. Book your fast and easy pickup. Call the Veteran Car Donation Program now.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
This is Smoke Barbecue. We're located in Fort Lauderdale at 3351 Northeast 32nd Street, Fort Lauderdale 33308. Our website is www.eatsmokebbq.com. It's EATSMOKEBBQ.com. You can order online. We also do catering for 10 to 10,000.
If you are looking to bring your family out to an incredible food venue, this is the place. We're at Smoke Barbecue in East Fort Lauderdale. Everything is amazing. If you can see the faces on our crew and the amount of food that they have taken down in about 15 minutes is absolutely unbelievable.
And we're still going. I can't talk, I'm eating.
And everything is coming. So here, let's eat.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-485-8801. 800-485-8801. That's 800-485-8801.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
On February 10th in 1258, the siege of Baghdad ends with the last Abbasid caliph surrendering to Hulagu Khan, prince of the Mongol Empire, which was at war with the Abbasid Caliphate. On this day in 1861, Jefferson Davis has been notified through telegraph that he was chosen for provisional president of the Confederate States of America, which would lay the groundwork for the Civil War. This day in 1989, Ron Brown is elected chairman of the Democratic National Committee, making him the first African American to lead an American political party.
And we're back. Abdullah replaced Mr. Michael today in This Day in History. Nice job.
Nice job. I feel like now I'm going to be like Sally, 20 and back. I've anti-aged now with Gen X Beauty.
You notice how I'm holding my cup of coffee now?
I'm actually at 22 and back.
You're 22 and back?
This is freaking unbelievable.
So Sally Bernard is with us, host of Call Me Zena. Everyone is fascinated, Sally, by what you do, how you do it, which only you know. And share, because there are a lot of people who are coming down for season who don't realize what you do.
Well, I have a show here every Monday at 2:30. It's a call-in show, and it's about anything, any questions, psychic, what's going on in life, aliens, which is getting very popular right now, right? And please listen to my show 2:30 to 3:30, or any back recordings you can get from the Brooklyn Cafe.
We had a lady in here Friday night, remember? She said she had seen the UFOs back where she lives.
Yes.
Remember that, doctor?
It's a hot topic.
I was Dr. Guzman. It's funny because the Super Bowl commercials were all laced with alien stuff.
Yeah, I said that to Steve. I said, it's coming out now. Right.
I kept saying Sally and Sally.
Right, I saw
Sally
them. I saw them.
Hey, Freddie says, now I think I understand what Sally's saying. I think I understand where you're coming from. It grows. People are more and more now paying attention to it. They're wanting psychic intervention, not intervention, but
it's much more, I'm going to say, the in thing than it was a couple of years ago. I mean, first when I came out with my first book, And when you first heard, when I came out on the show here to say that
Right.
I had been abducted, everybody like, oh my gosh. But today people just want to hear more because it's much more acceptable.
Well, people want to hear more truth.
Exactly.
Because there's been so many myths and so many different things that you're lied to simply for all the wrong reasons. Because it's become a business of money. You know, and when money gets involved, the truth does not come out. And they tell you everything that they want you to think is right until you find out the truth. So.
And that's what I hope, even with my show, Freddie, and I've said that before. I mean, honesty, the truth. I can only explain what's happened to me, but I want to do that. So if anything that has happened to me has happened to someone else, I'm sharing it so that they can share it. And, you know, it's a process. It takes a long time. 20 years before this happened, people were not open-minded at all. Today they are. So that helped. It helps a lot when people want to listen, you know.
Well, a lot of people don't want to give you the wrong information or don't want to feel like they are stupid.
Right.
Because they're saying the wrong thing. You know, do you know it costs 3 pennies to make a penny?
It does?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any financial sense.
Doesn't make any sense to have the penny anymore.
Right. But the more it comes out in the open, it's better for everybody, even if you're like on the borderline here and I don't know. But the more you hear it, the more you're going to accept it more. So when things start to happen to individuals, they say, oh, I remember hearing that because they had that open mind, which is really important.
Well, it's important also that you decipher everything for its net worth. So just because I'm right about the penny doesn't mean that everything else I'm going to tell you next is correct. And you should always question where things come from. You should always, you know, when I went to NYU, that was the first thing they taught us.
Question?
No, the professors that greeted us at NYU said, if you buy everything I'm about to tell you, you shouldn't be here. So I said, well, why am I paying you $100,000 a year to be here? I said, you ain't paying for that. You're paying here to find out truth.
It's interesting.
That's what they told us. I went home, I told my mother I don't want to go back to school.
You didn't want to live in the truth?
No, I was afraid of the truth.
I think a lot of people are afraid of truth.
Because how do you know you find truth?
But you can by sharing, you know, just by sharing, by just, oh, hello.
Come on in.
And there is truth.
There is truth.
I think a lot of people are afraid of truth, right?
They are, but the more it comes out into the open, because how do you know unless you share, and then somebody hears something from someone, and it goes on, and they'll say, "Well, I heard that, even if it was a year ago. At least they heard it, right?"
You know, I went to St. Go ahead, Steve. I went to St. Augustine, and up there they have the Fountain of Youth. You ever been there?
Mm-hmm.
You've been to the Fountain of Youth?
We've got a bottle of water from there.
So there's a hose or a pipe, and the water trickles out of the Fountain of Youth.
Yes.
So I have a bottle. I don't even know where I found the bottle. I must have been drinking a bottle of water, and I took it, and I filled it with the Fountain of Youth. But that wasn't a Fountain of Youth. That thing was nothing more than a hose.
How do you know? It doesn't have, like,
It was
separate
at
properties.
St. Augustine at the Fountain of
So
Youth.
why do we still have it?
Yeah, because maybe it is.
Just wondering why we still have it, and we're not drinking it. It's the other question.
Well, I wouldn't drink that. I don't know where that hose went.
So-
Do you even drink water out of a hose anymore? No, right?
No. That's a
It's
whole other
disgusting,
thing with
isn't it?
fluoride and what's in fluoride.
Forget about it. What's in the hose?
But don't you think people come to you as a psychic because they want truth?
Yes, and you know, you have to. Well, you don't have to do anything, but as long as you have an open mind, I think that's what's very, very important. And if you believe, I mean, something happened to me. In fact, I was just telling Steve that the other day. I can never pronounce it. Turmeric, which you will know, which has to have the black pepper in it, right? So I had.
It doesn't have to, but it's better
it
for you.
helps, yes.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd been taking something for a month, and I said, "Oh, it doesn't have the black pepper." So I bought one with black pepper, and suddenly I was fine. But today, I looked at the label on the one that I thought didn't have the black pepper, and it
Has
did.
a black pepper.
It did.
It goes to show you the
it was
psychology
all in
of the
my
mind.
mind.
It was what's in your mind,
Yes,
right? The
it was
placebo effect.
And I know better because, you know, I talk to people a lot about that. And I say, oh, my gosh, I'm glad that happened because I realized, you know, my hands feel much better. But I didn't know I was taking it. I thought it was without. So now I've got 3 bottles with the black pepper. But it does help, though, the black pepper, right?
She's hilarious.
I can't be certain, Freddie, but I'm fairly certain that looking at the bottle of water from the fountain of youth is not going to do you any good. So it's just causing clutter.
Freddie's going to go through this entire bottle before
This
the
is
end
amazing.
of the segment,
You missed
ladies.
the whole show, Steve, with this
Are you
lady.
watching
I
him
don't
do
know if you
this?
listened.
Loving Gen X.
I'm putting it on my...
On your knuckles?
And you know my bad knuckle. I have a bad knuckle.
What, you think it's going to help your bad knuckle?
First of all, you don't know.
Maybe.
That's right.
No.
You don't know.
Combine that with
1.5
black pepper
trillion
and you do
exosomes.
I'm about to take off my shoes. Be very careful.
My goodness. Sally, what are we going to talk about today?
Aliens
Okay.
and karma, actually. That's what I
Ah,
advertised, karma. Yeah.
What do you think about karma? Is that really you say what goes around comes around? You believe
Depending how you look at it, there's several ways to look at karma. I mean, we have our own choices and
What
we
the hell
have
is
free
karma?
will. Karma is karma. Karma isn't always karma.
But what is it?
that? Like you always
Karma is what goes around comes around, but that's entirely up to us.
So karma is a real thing?
Well,
like
it's
you
a real
saying-
thing, yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
It's like when
If
you
you
say God
believe.
don't like ugly.
That's a different karma.
Same thing. That's karma.
But we
That's
have a
just this-
choice with karma, too.
We have a
In
choice.
other words, we create our own karma.
Well, not necessarily. Yeah, we do, but... Right.
So the show has begun.
No, that's
What
not
is karma?
2:30.
But what is karma?
Karma is if you have things that you haven't settled with somebody, and it'll come back until, which we talk about a lot on my show. It'll keep coming back in maybe different forms, but the theme will be the same. It'll be perhaps you've had an argument with someone, and that'll carry on. So you need to kind of forgive that person or yourself, so that when you continue this, because we're on a journey and you continue maybe to come back if you believe in other lifetimes, that same theme is going to be there. So the best thing is to get rid of it, but that doesn't mean it stops there, because
I thought
another
it's
one
if you did somebody wrong, the wrong thing, you're going to pay for it.
Well, yes and no, yeah, but that's our choice, because well, let's talk about that on my show.
Yeah, let's
We
do
can,
that.
yeah.
We're going to get into an argument on your show. I can see it.
No, we won't get into an argument. We'll just discuss karma.
Well, can karma go from past life to another lifetime?
Yes, but it can skip a lifetime also, Dawn, because if you have, because not everybody incarnates at the same time. We have a soul family, so they incarnate, but they may skip this particular lifetime. But if you have something from a couple of lifetimes ago, and it needs to be settled, we're not always aware of that. But you'll see that theme coming up in this lifetime or the lifetime that you're in. And until you settle it, it'll keep coming up in different
So I will
forms.
reincarnate in other lifetimes?
Huh?
Will I reincarnate in another?
You know
Maybe
that
skip?
you...
I'm just asking.
Yeah, that's up to you, Freddie. You don't
Is
have
that to me?
Yes, we have free will. But you will keep coming back because you have karma.
Is your finger straight now?
No, but I'm going to tell you.
Straighter.
I hit this finger against...
But I have the same thing.
You hit it because of karma?
I hit this finger on a garbage disposal where I live, and it blew up my knuckle.
Recently?
Yes.
You need to take
Like a
black
month or
pepper.
Black pepper. So I just put that stuff on there. I don't know what it's doing, but something's going on in there, because all of a sudden, I feel it. It's like, and it ain't a good feel. It's like, I don't know, something's happening in there. I'm gonna see
Something's working.
All right, so tune in today at 2:30 to Call Me Zena. Call in with any questions. Sally, you know the number?
Yes, 888-994-4995, Studio A. And I nearly gave your number out.
That's okay.
So call in today at 2:30 to Call Me Zena. Ask any questions you have about karma, any questions you have from Sally for the spirit guides, or anything about aliens. Or, of course, if you've got a comment or a story, she's always open to hear that as well. So that's today, 2:30 to 3:30.
And don't write to me and say, ask her the lotto numbers. It doesn't work that way. Please, stop doing it.
Well, if it had, I'd probably not be sitting here.
Neither would I.
That's true. I'd give them out. I would share. I promise you I would share.
All right, you ready to wrap this up?
I'm looking at my finger.
All right, ladies, thank you again for joining us.
I'm not kidding you.
GenXBeauty.com, Brooklyn 50 for
Look at my
50% off of the facial cream or the eye cream, or give Gina a call right now at 954-536-5552. 2 free giveaways, full-size samples. That's your pinky.
Look at it.
And there's
The
a bump on
swelling
it.
is down.
Oh, I don't You really can't promote it as reducing swelling because it's not the scope of what the product.
I'm not going to promote it that way. I'm just saying, holy cow.
Well, I'm going to try it on some of my dark spots. I'm excited to see how the eye cream works, how the neck cream, how the face cream on my neck. I'm so super sensitive, and I'm excited to actually have a clean, science-backed product. So really exciting stuff.
I can't believe you haven't called yet to win the prize. If you, what's the number to win?
954-536-5552.
Unbelievable. I can't believe
Phone
you haven't
lines are open. All right, have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other. Thank you to our crew. Smiley, nice to have you. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.